Hi, my name's John Flynn with Copley Advertising, and today we're going to talk about, hey, I need a job. So, you need some work. You need a job. Some unforeseen circumstances has reared its head. Either you got canned, company went under, layoffs, you gave the boss the finger, didn't you? Something happened, so there you are, out of work. What do you do? Don't go to those horrible recruiters, please, for God's sakes, don't go to a staffing firm. I'm begging you, please. They're just not your friend. I don't care how nice they are to you. They just see you as a dollar sign. Anyway, so you are 20 to 29 years old and you don't have a job and everybody's kind of up your ass. What do you do? Fuck them. Sorry. Sorry I said that. Yeah, I mean, you're 20 to 29 years old. I would go to Martha's Vineyard and raise alpaca. I would go to Paris and wait tables. I would go to a Yugoslavian beach and sell towels. Just do something that's fun. Something you like doing. Something you always wanted to do. Someplace go to Thailand, go to the Philippines, go to China. Just go. Just get out now, go. Get your passport, walk out the door and go. I don't get $5 in your wallet, who cares? You're 20 to 29 years old. God, I've run 2 startups and general manager of an ad agency for 10 years. If you gave me a resume and you're like 35 and you said to me, well, from 22 to 28, I herded goats in the New Zealand mountains. I'd be like, oh, that's great. It's better than this idiot over here who was like, you know, selling widgets someplace, and he's just a boring guy, but he's the boss's uncle or nephew, and I gotta hire him. So, you know, please, you know, I beg people at that age, 20 to 28, 29, just please don't rope yourself into something silly. Don't. I mean, there's no allegiance anymore. I mean, so you walk into a corporation, you take the holy swear, you take your blood and your pinky and you put it down, I'll be loyal for the rest of your life, and then they screw you. Don't think that's not going to happen, because it does. There you are, a prisoner of some horrible corporation. So, I mean, you're probably going to be prisoner of some horrible corporation later on. So, I mean, don't do it now. So, 20 to 29, please, go do something. Go hike a mountain. Go do something. 30 to 42. Uh-oh. You lost your job. You're either looking to buy a house or you got a couple kids going to college. You know what the worst part of this is? And I've been there. I've been fired a lot of times. You know what the worst part of this is? Is status. Yep, that's the worst part. You know, you and your wife look at each other and I go, how can I go to a cocktail party at the Murray's and tell her I was canned? I'm in transition. I love these people. I'm in transition. You're not in transition, you got canned. So what? We all get canned. Not a big deal. You know, you got that like status thing going on. How am I going to buy my next Audi? How am I going to get that big house someplace? You know, things that kill you every time. I've been through my thing phase. Don't worry about it. Things are bad. Don't do things. But anyway, so what do you do? Well, you're going to have to get back in there in the rat race eventually. No way around it. So, but don't panic. Okay? Don't panic. Let's get your resume out and apply to companies you really like. What do you do in the meantime? Freelance. My friends, there's Upworks, there's Fiverr. The whole thing's changed, okay? It's worldwide now. Everybody's working worldwide. I have 7 freelancers. Software guys in the United States, my Excel spreadsheet guys in the Philippines, my CEO person is in India, my YouTube guys in Bangladesh, One of my video guys is in Canada, and my personal assistant is in Nigeria. It's a worldwide deal, man. You know what you do? Okay, you know what this great thing about capitalism is that you do? Is that you go someplace, right, and you know a field, right, or you know a service, or you know something, right? You got a good idea, right? So you go someplace that you know or you don't know. You're going to have to call 1,000 people. That's just the way it is. And you say, hey, I can get you this service for half as much as company A is giving to you. Try me for 1 month. 1 month. If you like it, fine. If not, I'll go away. Then, between your skill set and hiring these people overseas that are cheap, then having them do a lot of the work, you're able to offer these services at a very cheap price. So, you know, it's going to take you a while to get this organized, but, you know, you can put a nice little system for yourself together, you know, especially if you do something sophisticated, you know, like software stuff, or, you know, you're looking for a company that's doing some kind of software mechanism or CRM stuff or advertising stuff or legal stuff, whatever. You could be the legal brain, and there's people who write legal briefs in India for, you know, $15 an hour, you know. There's no reason to have an office anymore. This is where I work, right here, while I work over there. But, you know, I work from home. It's great. The stress level goes way down when you work from home. You may never go back to the office. But in the meantime, this is, because if you just sit there and watch Oprah and wait for your resume to go, and you're going to drive yourself crazy. You're going to just, there's no worse feeling than that. And I've done it. I've been fired and sat home and watched Price is Right for a week, and I just wanted to. So please, freelancers, good way to go. Good way to go until you get your feet set, and then you can look at the corporate job, because you're probably going to have to go back. If you don't want to go back, don't go back. I'm not saying you have to go back. I'm just saying, you know, you're probably going to be one of those people who want to go back. I'm never going back. I'd rather work at Whole Foods than go back there. So, where were we? Let's say 50 on. 50 on. What do? Company hires some 22-year-old that's better at your job and cheaper? Yeah, they're better. Just threw you on the street. 20 years. They said, fuck you. Probably made up some excuse. Your shoelaces were not tied right. Whatever. You know, have you sign a paper that, you know, you won't sue them from age discrimination and let you keep your unemployment, some bullshit like that. Don't do that until you talk to a lawyer, okay? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Old. You're old. You're over 50. You're old. Not old. People living like productive lives to their 80. You got like 30 years ahead of you, my friend. 30. You got from like when you're 20 to you're 50. Remember those days? That's a long time ago. So what do you do? What do you do? I would go freelance again. Go freelance, get things together, and you know what? Start your own company. You always wanted to be like a boat guy. You 50 years old, you have a huge amount of life experience. You know exactly what's happening in the world, okay? You've seen it all, okay? All of it. And you always wanted to do X, okay? Now, there's the money to be made in X, okay? I guarantee you there's money to be made in X. So you could put a freelance LLC together and sell stuff in space X. And that way you can, you know, it might be boating, it might be skiing, it might be bowling, it might be crocheting, it might be whatever. You know, you be in that ecosystem and figure it out. You know, you're going to do, you know, sell needles to people who need crochets. You want to, do ski packages to Austria. Big business, you know, you could do it, you know, you could do a lot of legwork and do it. Yeah, and the first, like, year, you're going to suck. It's going to be awful. You're going to fail like 4 million times and make 20 million mistakes. So you do everything in a download. You do cheap. Don't buy expensive chairs. Don't rent an office for like $50,000. I hate these kids. Go, you know, $50,000 a month rent and pay the $1,000 chair stuff. Don't do anything. You're smarter now. You're 50. You know. So all you need is like your laptop and a kitchen table. You can rule the world from your laptop and a kitchen table. So don't panic. Go freelance. Do some stuff, get busy, and I would never go back over 50. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't go back. I mean, if you want to go back, go back. But I wouldn't go back. You don't have to anymore. It's changed. The world has changed. Now it's everything you could do online. There's people that I've done hundreds of thousands of dollars in my new business that I've never seen. We don't even Skype, we just email. It's efficiency. It's like, I'll do this, you do that, fine. That's it. And I do it. And I hold my 7 staff members overseas, I give them their marching orders and off they go, and call my Canadian friends, and boom, there you go. It's a lot of work. I work like a dog, but it's my work. So anyway, looking for a job, please don't panic. I know, I've been there. It's so easy to panic. It's like, what am I going to tell the neighbors? What am I going to tell my father-in-law? You know, I'm 50, what am I going to do? Oh, I'm 25, I got student loans, what the fuck am I going to do? Hang in there, don't worry. John Flynn, Copley Advertising, go to my site, copleyadvertising.com. If you're just having one of those days that you're like, email me. It's right there, info@copleyadvertising.com. Thanks.